How's everybody doing today? Everyone feeling sick? No. Yeah? Well, it's understandable. We're approaching finals. It's a stressful time, and those things kind of go hand in hand. I know certainly for me. But persevered, you gave me class. It's good, right? But maybe it's not. This presentation is going to go over some of the basic outlines of the economics of well-being. Just kind of how your well-being and commerce go hand in hand. They've always really gone hand in hand. Good examples of this, or notable examples of this, is the spread of the bubonic plague from Asia to Europe. And you can see in the dark red lines are the spread of the bubonic plague, the path that it took, and the lighter red, you can probably maybe not see, are the trade routes that go across the continent. And you can see that the spread of bubonic plague, on average, would go across all the trade routes. Those are all the major trade routes, such as silk, lots of spices and teas. Another notable example of this is the settlers who come into America and pretty much wiped out the entire Native American population. Now, the U.S. actually spends a lot on healthcare, more than any other developed nation. In fact, we spend almost 50% more than the runner-up country, which is Norway, and almost twice as much as the average developed nation, which is the nice and far in the middle. Now, when people think about the cost of healthcare, they generally think about the direct costs, such as doctor's visits, prescriptions, long-term care, such as retirement homes, things like that. But they generally don't think of the indirect costs, such as preventative measures, the loss of productivity on sick days, and those are often really important. Now, the U.S., some surprising facts. In the U.S., the average sick day is about $348 in lost productivity per day. So you can kind of see why employers would have an incentive to make it essentially economically feasible to have employees call in sick for work. They don't offer them paid leave, and in fact, the U.S. is one of the only countries that, with no legally mandated annual leave. Now this chart, I don't know if you can see the text up there, but it shows the paid holidays and the paid annual leave of some of the developed nations. And the lighter blue on the top is paid holidays, and the paid annual leave is on the bottom. Now we have the lowest, and you can kind of see the dark blue bar at the far right. We're to the right of that, where there's nothing. We have nothing. It's kind of scary. Furthermore, we have no maximum work week, hours per work week, and there's no mandated parental leave. And we're in the minority with this. It's not a good thing. And you can kind of see from this that we're definitely an overworked country. This is always going to lead to a lot of negative side effects, such as increased stress, lower quality of life, lower productivity, and which leads to lower competition. But there are also some positive, and to further this, there are some positive aspects of this. One is that the chart shows the paid days, or over 5 paid days for a company versus companies with less than 5 paid days. And it ranges from different measurements such as engagement, job satisfaction, likeliness to leave the job, minor health problems, signs of depression, and low frequency of sleep problems, among a few others. But there are some that I want to highlight for you. First off, not at all likely to leave a job is 68% versus 48%. Signs of depression is 70% versus 59%. And high job satisfaction is 55% versus 46%. Now these are all huge factors that go into your work week, and a lot of them are always going to lead to higher productivity and higher job satisfaction, as you can see. So what it comes down to is that the employee's health is, or should be, the main focus point of your business. And because of that, we have this, or in spite of that, we have this bottom line myopia of what you can do to help your business spend less by offering less paid days, but really in the end, it's more harmful than beneficial.